Hi folks, welcome. It's Bill here. How you doing? This video is about this little chap and its brother, which is in a wee table over there, or sister. Pyracantha Firethorn. I bought them, two of these plants really cheap at Morrison's for maybe £2. I don't think they were £3, they were £2 I think they were. So I put them in a pot, let them grow. I gave them a wee trim once. I'm sure I might have done a video somewhere where I did a wee update on them, amongst other plants as well. If I find a wee picture from that video, I'll pop it here somewhere. So this is the Pyracantha Firethorn. And what I fancied doing was seeing if I could actually propagate some of these little orange berries. So this is like early November, so it's early November. And some of the berries are starting to get that way that are going to start dropping off. So I thought, well, I'll see if I can collect some and get the seeds out of them and propagate them. So obviously you're not going to see them growing, but you're going to see me deseeding them and stuff like that. So let's get on with the video and I'll walk you way through it. So these are the Pyracantha that I got. And they've done quite well. They've grew quite well this year. And here's a cat. Always seems to want to get into my videos these days. So yeah, so they've done well. They've got the berries, and I think this is the first year they've actually had berries. So I can't remember when I got them, if it was this year or last year. But they're not old. So what I've done was, I've got coconut coir I had a big block of coconut coir and I'm actually dissolving it, I suppose you could call it. So breaking it up by adding water to it. So I've took some of the coconut coir because that's the easiest thing for me to get a hold of at the minute. All my other stuff's buried away. And I've mixed some perlite and vermiculite in with it. And I don't know why I do that, but it just seems to be in my head that that's probably a good thing to do. And it's probably not necessary. Probably the coconut coir would be fine on its own. But for some reason, I just feel that's a good mix. Perlite for aeration and the vermiculite to hold on to the water. Although the coconut coir also holds on to a lot of water. I did try to mix it with a trowel, but it's easier just to do it by hand. And I've got these plastic pots. I had an idea I think I was going to put an acer in that round plastic pot, but I've not used them yet. I've got about two or three. So I decided that because it was all lightweight, I was going to weigh it down and give a bit of drainage, because there's some drainage holes at the bottom. Weigh it down with some of that pea gravel again. It's 10mm pea gravel. So once I had enough pea gravel in, I just got handfuls of I was like, how do I get that in there? But no, just use your hands. So I just used my hands and topped it up. I knew the Pyracantha seeds were really quite small, very small, so I didn't need to leave any space really. Just need a light, once the seeds are in, I just need a light coating over the top of them because they're really quite small. I just got a lid, something to put the the, 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 the berries in. the ones that were coming off the easiest was the ones that are the most ripe, the ripest ones. But if it turns out sort of the rotteny ripe ones, inside when you squished them, it was hard to see the seeds. It was kind of rottenish inside, but the nice brighter orange ones, the ones that don't look so rotten, they're nice and yellow when you open them up, and it's easier to see the seeds. But they're a bit harder to take off the plant. I could have spent all day taking more off, but I thought let's just try what we've got there. It's not like I need millions of Pyracantha seeds. So just try to break them open. See, the ones that are the most ripe, they were hard to see the seeds in amongst the dark innards, and the brighter ones were easy. And the wee seeds are quite small, they're black, and they're coming in little clusters. There's a nice little cluster of the seeds there. So I'll just try to break them up and go through them and see how many seeds I could get. Once you actually start breaking them up, the insides can be sticky. You can get a wee little, not very sticky, but they do get a bit sticky, and it's hard to actually separate the seeds from all the other stuff. And I thought, well, once I've done that, I'm like, how am I going to separate the seeds? And then I decided, well, maybe we should, because I'd be picking them out for ages. So I thought, well, maybe I could add a bit of water to it, and it turned into like a soup. It looks like a sweet chilli sauce, but you can see the little dark seeds floating about in it. And then I thought, again, how am I going to separate this? I did think about a sieve. Then I thought, no, you know what? Let's just pour it over this little soup over the compost. I did try to like sprinkle it on first, but I thought, oh, it's so amateurish. I'm not a lot of bonsai enthusiasts do like to grow plants from seeds, and I've never really done this much in my life, and this is the first season really that I've done anything like that. I should have done it with my hawthorn as well back there, but I didn't. So I'm going to try it with the Pyracantha. Of course, some of the seeds were sticking to when they were wet, they were just sticking. But anyway, I've tried to spread them out the best I can and sprinkle them over the compost. And wash out any other ones that were still stuck to the lid. Like I say, they were quite tricky to get off. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it, but this is my first time trying, so Then I just get the compost and give it a little topping up. All the little skins and the insides of the berries and all mushed up and into a little soup. I thought, what difference is it going to make? You know, I don't think it's going to make any, going to cause any harm to the propagation. Might even be beneficial. Who knows? So once they were done, I just gave them a nice wee watering. Made sure the compost was well soaked, and popped them in a shelf in the greenhouse. And that was that. So that was just a little experiment of trying to propagate Pyracantha Firethorn this year, and we'll see. I'll give you an update. I'll give you an update when things start happening in there, if they start happening, because obviously this is the first time trying it for me, and it'll be fun and games to see what happens. So if you like this little video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, and keep up to date with all the other things that I'm doing, and update on the pyracanthas and stuff like that. So, and thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.